Okay, here we go.
That's think that's an alarm clock.
Pardon?
That was an alarm clock.
I don't know
Alarm
what
clock.
I don't know what that is.
I think it's the I set up an alarm clock for waking
Alarm
up.
clock.
Yeah, alarm clock. Yeah.
Sometimes the pronunciation just gets a little bit different. I can't parse it.
Yeah, I understand.
How was your week?
Yeah, my week was okay. It was beautiful. Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, no. Nothing much happened.
So my son has decided to go with us. So we're also packing him up, trying to get him ready to go to North Carolina. And Amelia thinks she may move to New York. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
But she's doing very well. Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing.
So about 15 minutes before this call, I started to glow. Started to glow. It's always nice when that happens.
Yeah. So you started to feel lighter.
No, I started to feel like there's a bulb in my heart that's illuminating out. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, because what you are is always glowing, it's always shining. But when it seems as if there's a compulsive thinking happening, then it seems to be not shining anymore. But it's still shining. It's always shining, just like a sun. So it's always there. And the activity itself, it cannot cover what you are, cannot cover it. Yeah. It's just there in the midst of war, quarrels, misunderstandings. You may find yourself maybe having a problem at work with another colleague, one of your employees. But what you are is always shining. In the midst of that argument going on, there's just what is. And what is not waiting for an argument to finish for it to be what it is. It's just there. It's just there. So when it seems as if it has been lost, that's just an imagination or a thought appearing in it. But it itself is just there. It doesn't go away, it doesn't move. It's always shining. It's not shining because maybe meditation has been going on. It's just shining. When there's anger, when there's worry, fear, doubts, it's just there. All those are appearances. They mean nothing. So this can't go away. It cannot be lost. Somebody who says, oh, I've lost it, that's just an appearance in it. That's it appearing as that. So it doesn't go anywhere. There's no escape. Oh, I feel a little bit down. That's another thought appearing in it as it. What seems to be the movement, somebody walking away, that's just it doing that. So there's no walking away, that's just, I don't know how to put it, but there's no walking away, that's just what's up, that's it's appearing as that. So there's no walking away, there's no movement, it's just everything. Somebody who travels across the whole world in a boat, it's like nothing has been done. That one has never done anything. That movement may seem as if, oh, that one has gone so many miles away around the world, but it's like nothing happened. So what is doesn't have any story, doesn't have any condition. It's just what is. It's not saying anything. It's not trying to be anything. It's not waiting for anything to happen. It doesn't have any expectation. This space is just space. It's empty and full at the same time. It's aliveness that makes what seems to be everything to be alive. So it's beautiful the way it is. What seems to be happening doesn't need anything to be done, doesn't need to be changed. It's just what seems to be happening. And it's not personal. So there isn't a you already who's doing anything, who's thinking anything, who's trying to be anything. There's just this. And this is everything. Which is already nothing special. And this is not special. Doesn't it doesn't know anything, doesn't have any great knowledge, doesn't claim to possess any great knowledge. It's just what is, just this. And it's beautiful.
You know, there's there's jovial in Kosi, and then there's serious in Kosi. Today we get extra serious in Kosi. You sure your week was
Yeah.
okay?
Sorry.
You sure your week was okay?
Yeah, it was. It was. It was. Yeah, the character, what seems to be the character may seem to go through some challenges, but you know, they are also seen as nothing. Yeah, they are also seen as nothing. You know, it's just what seems to be arising. You know, everything that seems to arise is accepted as it is, without any judgment, without any complaint. So the activity is there. I wouldn't say that this is just like a tree that stands. Just put it. The challenges are there, going up and down, movement, talking to that one, moving to that one. You know, yeah, it's just what seems to be happening, to be going on. But this doesn't mind what's happening, what seems to be happening. It just doesn't mind. So last week, this body was tired because it slept late. So I had to wake up again. It's so still like, yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed.
What, that you're tired?
Yeah, the body was there. Yeah, I was now tired. And
Last week or this week?
I think last week when we spoke to each other.
You seemed okay
last
last week. You seemed okay. This week you seem more tired than last week.
But right now, this one, it feels energized in a way. Yeah.
Everyone has got COVID. You know, my daughter had it, my wife had it, my mom had it, her husband had it. Then one of my programmers has it, and one of the workers' wife or worker's husband has it. And people I'm supposed to meet at a big conference next week have it, and everyone's got COVID. All of a sudden.
Mm.
So, it's pretty bad. And it lingers, you know.
Yeah.
Makes you
Does it
tired.
go away?
I hope so. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Felt sick, but I didn't get it. I mean, you know, sore throat and stuff, but I was tested negative and didn't get a fever or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they should take it like a flu, like a seasonal flu. Then,
yeah.
It shouldn't be taken seriously because that's giving its power.
Yeah. I mean, nobody's dying or anything, which is good. Everybody's vaccinated. So, yeah. Except you. Everything is okay in South Africa? No COVID?
Yeah, no. Everything is okay. Yeah, everything is okay. My family, they're okay. Yeah, my aunt is okay. Brother, his wife, and their son. Yeah,
But
they seem to be okay.
there's no COVID running around now.
Here, you know, you don't usually get tested. Yeah, so if somebody has one, we may notice that that one is coughing until that coughing goes away. So it's not like we encourage like each other to go and test. Just we take it as a mild flu.
Right.
It goes away.
Huh. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, people are still wearing masks, but not outside in the public areas, like in the buildings when they enter malls, stores. They're encouraged to wear masks.
Yeah. Everyone gave up wearing masks here, and that's when it got really bad.
Oh,
Again, yeah. So all of a sudden, everybody stopped wearing masks, and then it just blew up.
even in stores, in malls.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a mistake.
Yeah.
So I skipped a call yesterday or day before yesterday with Alan and everybody, but I did I've been going to a new group that reads Nisargadatta Maharaj every other week. And then we'll read a chapter and then we'll talk about a chapter. And it's centered in the city that I'm moving to. So that's nice. So that means when I arrive there, there'll be people I know already. So that's nice. Yeah. But that was pretty intense. Pretty nice.
Yeah, I also saw one of the posts on Facebook. Somebody posted the one of the codes of Nisa. I don't know how to spell pronounce it well. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I wish that book would have gotten to you.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I just wish it was like here. Yeah. I love as well reading books. Yeah. Especially non-duality, because I love this, somehow loves listening to what's others have to say. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
You read on the computer?
Yeah, I will read on the on my cell phone, because those on Facebook, they suddenly appear. Somebody just post and
right,
share codes, then I will read. And yeah.
But you don't read like books on your phone, do you?
No.
Yeah. It's too small.
It's too small.
Yeah. Well, when we get a computer, I'll send you a PDF of the I Am That, and you can read it there. That will be good. Be nice and big. Yeah.
That will be wonderful.
Yeah,
we can read it together. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice.
We can read it together.
There's there's a portal that Nisargadatta talks about, or a bridge, as Alan would say, which is to repeat I am. Just repeat I am. I am. I like to do it on those beads, right? I like to do it on the beats. Just with each beat, I'll say I am. And it's really nice because, maybe I'm not. Arguably, I'm not. But, with each bead, it's a pointer, right? It's like when you say I am, your attention immediately goes to the nature of consciousness. Your mind just associates it with that, and not in any sort of mysterious way, So when you say I am, it's like the I that is talking, right? It's not your imagination talk. It's like, and there's just sort of an immediate pointer there. And the I that is comes through the I that isn't. And again, when I do that, I start to glow. The light starts to come.
Yeah. You mean like the space, like states?
Well, different times it comes off as it's different, just depending what comes over me. Sometimes it's a feeling of lightness. Sometimes it's a feeling of heaviness. Sometimes it's a feeling of expansion.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a feeling of radiance. A lot of times it's a feeling of just pure radiance for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. It's there's different states depending. I mean, it's always sort of different, always new, but
Yeah, even the way, even when there's trying to get there, that's also beautiful. There's also this. So there's nothing wrong or right with that. So it's beautiful. This may come up with some steps or some practices to do. That doesn't mean that it shouldn't be done. It's just this as well. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter really. And in a way, this seems to enjoy the process. It doesn't really want to get to that place, because when it seems as if you're there already, then what to do? Nothing to do, nothing to be done there. So the process is more enjoyable too. So at times it may seem as if it's very hard to get there, but it's doing that intentionally because it loves the process, the whole process of like having glimpses is fading away. No. It's beautiful in itself.
I've been thinking a lot about boredom. My daughter gets really bored. She's really bored. She has a hard time. She's bored of her friends. She's bored of where she lives. COVID shut down her social life, or the social life of the city, right? And teenagers are kind of bored anyway, right? Teenagers are just more apt to get bored. But I just think about, so much of what we do, I think, just looking back on my life and people in general, I think that we do because we've overtaken with boredom. I'm bored, so I'm going to go live like this. I'm going to try that out because I'm bored, just not being able to sit still,
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm moving now, from Los Angeles to the country. I'm moving from a place that's extremely bustling to a place that's going to be extremely quiet. So just the amount of stimulation that I'm going to have in my life is just going to just plummet, you know. And a lot of that is, you know, exciting for me because I'll be able to have more time that's quiet and be less irritating and more time to meditate and just do what I want to do. But I think that the notion of I mean, do you get bored, Nkosi?
At a question. No.
I mean, the notion of eternal life.
Boredom is just a thought.
Yeah.
Boredom. It's when somebody says I'm bored because there seems to be what is not accepted as it is. So somebody may say, "Oh, I need to listen. If I could listen to some music, you know, if I could watch some movie." It's because there's the thing that one that says, "Oh, I cannot accept what is." You know, I wish there was something to do. You know, when when it seems as if there is a me, and then that's how it would happen. And there's still that me, which is already not there, but it seems to be there. And when it's taken seriously, then it will seem to happen. Because what seems to be the me doesn't really accept what is. What is boring. Oh, it's quiet. Everything's quiet. If there was some action here, you know. You know, during my seeking years, when I was still seeking, I would sit in a place that is quiet and just sit still and allow thoughts to flow in and flow out. Thoughts of like those thoughts that say, "Oh, I'm bored, I'm bored." I would just watch them come and go. And I will just allow the thoughts to flow in and flow out. And then after they are gone, I will find out that I wasn't bored at all. So it was just a thought. So the thought is gone. So it's peace.
Yeah.
I'm calm. Yeah. So boredom has to do with believing in the thought that says there must be something better than this, better than what is.
Yeah.
Then if you believe that thought, you end up looking for something that will make you happy. Oh, I wish I could listen to some music and watch TV, watch movies, or play games. No, don't do anything. Just stay there. Stay where you are. Don't move. You know. If there seem to be boredom going on, don't try to reject it. Don't try to do anything to make you happy. Just allow the thought of boredom to come and go. Sit quietly, accept it, don't reject it. It will soon go away. You'll discover that you have never been bored. It was just a thought. It's just a sensation. All those are just appearances. They don't last. You know, you can sit next to the tree by yourself. You'll never get bored. you know.
I told you I'm going to build a platform in the forest. I'm very excited.
Amazing.
Hopefully there'll be enough internet access that I'll be able to just meet out there for these meetings, but I don't know. We'll see. Or actually it will be at night. It'll be dark. Because it's 3 hours difference.
Okay, that means I'll be, we'll meet. So times will change.
My time will change, but I'll meet at the same time for you.
Oh, okay. No, that's
So instead of meeting at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I'll meet at 8 o'clock in the evening for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So there'll be more time between work and the call, so I'll be more relaxed, although maybe more tired. We'll see.
Yeah. Wow. You know, even when there's hunger, there seems to be happening.
I'm sorry. Even when there's hunger, there seems to be.
To be happening. You know, if you really ask who's hungry, really, that's one who says, "Oh, I'm hungry. I need to eat now." Suddenly disappears. You know, and then the hunger goes away as well. Because the victim is not there. If the victim is not there, then there's just peace. Unconditional love, bliss.
And then there's a Gadatam call. There was a very strange segment that the people reacted kind of negatively to. It's one of my favorite segments. He says, pain is the price of pleasure, and pleasure is the price of pain. And the person says, well, should I, I can't like pain. And he says, well, have you ever tried? Why not? And then he says, sometimes we hurt by helping and help by hurting people, and then he talks about, desire and fear, and then underneath pleasure and pain, there's bliss. And when you eradicate desire and fear, you get to bliss. So first of all, we started to talk about this help by hurting and hurt by helping. People that really had a hard time with that, but it made perfect sense to me, right? I mean, you try to help people and you kind of screw up their lives sometimes, right? All the time.
Yeah.
But then we also had a long conversation about the difference between bliss and pleasure. I mean, it seems to me at some level, I think I get frightened of too much pleasure, because I know intuitively pain is the price of pleasure and pleasure is the price of pain. And if you get too much, stuff, you're gonna pay for it at some level, psychically, karmically. Like, yeah, I don't even want it. Don't even give it to me. But bliss is beyond that equation. The feeling I feel now, the feeling I felt before the call, which does have also pleasurable elements, it's beyond that metric. I don't know if it changes the equation. I don't know if it's part of the equation somehow. If it's under the equation, I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, bliss is way too different from like happiness or joy of receiving something, of achieving something. Bliss is completely different. It's not bliss. It's not there because something has happened. It's just there. It's just there. You might find yourself being a beggar in the streets, but very happy, very blissful. I used to see another guy who lives in the streets. I used to see that guy every time I would pass by him, and then he will always be happy, very happy. So bliss is just there naturally, without receiving anything, without hearing good news. It's just there. In the midst of boredom. Boredom is just a thought. It's just a thought, it's nothing. So you might find this dead body in the desert all by itself, but you'll be very happy, very happy. Even in the busy area, construction being done there, people fixing things, and they're using machines, noisy machines. You may find yourself being blissful.
Motorcycles. We have a lot of motorcycles. Very loud motorcycles. Actually, you probably have a lot more motorcycles in Durban, but ours are probably louder, would be my guess.
Oh, you mean those custom-made ones?
Yeah, in the US, we have huge motorcycles that are just extremely loud, very expensive.
Yeah, there are very few around here.
But you probably have a lot of motorbikes, huh?
Sorry?
You probably have a lot of little motorcycles.
Yeah, we do have.
We have very few
not
little
so
motorcycles.
many.
Not so many?
Not so many like India. No.
Yeah.
Here we have like people, they like to buy cars, and so many cars, and the traffic is it's too much in the morning and evenings.
And in Haiti, I think it's where I found more motorcycles than anywhere else. Not in the capital city, but in the outer cities in the country, there would just be like, the green light would be, and there would just be like 50 motorcycles at every intersection, just tons of people. It was the way that everybody got around. And they were all these old kind of 70s two-stroke engines. It looks like they fixed them themselves, a lot of people working on motorcycles themselves, just really loud. Just Fun though, looks fun. Looks very fun.
Yeah. It seems like a very good place to meditate.
Funny thing is, this city that I'm talking about is it's called Jacmel, and it's on the ocean, and it's like a paradise. The actual coastline is beautiful sand and umbrellas, and there's no tourists there at all. Zero tourists. Like like me and the people I'm with are the only white people in the whole town, right? Because we're there, for the earthquake.
Yeah.
Because they don't have any tourist industry, but it should, it's like a tourist resort, but there's just nobody there on the beach at all doing anything.
And that character doesn't feel afraid when there's that situation.
No.
So that character doesn't feel afraid.
Oh. No, but there was a lot of sadness, a lot of people that were very poor. So you've never been to what's the city? Soweto?
Soweto?
Have you ever been to Soweto?
I've been to Soweto, but I was with my friends. I think I remember when I used to go to church. The friend of mine took me to Soweto just to see the place. Yeah, I've been to Soweto. Yeah, I remember going there, but I don't remember it quite clearly. Like,
It's very poor, right? Isn't it a lot of shanties in Soweto?
what I saw there was just houses. Houses, yeah, many
Regular
beautiful,
houses?
yeah, regular houses. But some part of Soweto, the roads they are just gravel.
Yeah.
Gravel. I would see like a donkey walking around there, pulling something behind. Somebody there beating it.
I love going to other countries. I just love it. Not like, France or Italy. It's like, forget France or Italy. It's just basically like America with a different accent, But going to like Nepal or Haiti or Tanzania, it's just, I love it. Or Japan, just seeing how other people live. It's especially when you get out in the country like that, people with donkeys or whatever. So it's like my life is a video game, right? And someone took out the cartridge and put in a different cartridge. And all of a sudden everything is different. All the rules are different. And it illuminates the illuminates something, absurdity or something.
Yeah. There's something that loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when you spoke about the abandoned buildings. Yeah, I also know that feeling of being around those buildings. It's it's very quiet. There might be a bird chirping there and there, and it's very beautiful. Even though I've never been to that place, like, yeah, being there, but I've seen some movies where there are just abandoned buildings. It's very you may hear some insects there and there, some few birds chirping, and it's very quiet. Yeah, it's very nice.
There's entire cities in China where they've just, okay, everybody out. Like, because I don't know, whatever, they want to build a dam or there's been some sort of poison in the air or whatever. Just everybody out. And then they'll just all of a sudden there's just completely abandoned cities. 100%. Buses, everything. Right.
Wow.
In the American West, sometimes we have that. Not completely abandoned, but there'll be a lot of abandoned buildings. Because everybody kind of went this way to California, and then as they went, they kind of left. So there are some small towns that are kind of abandoned, but I don't think anything like China or Russia or Africa, right? I mean, you got a whole continent there of people that have lived for a gazillion years, and there's all sorts of old villages and so forth where nomadic cultures have left behind. I mean, I guess you probably don't get that in Durban, right? But somewhere in South Africa, probably.
Yeah.
Is there any nomadic cultures there? Probably not. Probably it's probably more desert communities.
Yeah, they are. It's just the African people, but within those people, they are just different languages. There are people who speak different languages. Like I speak Zulu. There's some who speak Xhosa, speak Tswana, Spedi. Yeah, it's just that's the difference. Other cultures, yeah, we do also have those people who used to be called Bushmen.
But
Yeah,
are there actual tribes though that are nomadic? You know what I mean by nomadic? Nomadic is English word means live by traveling all the time. So they'll live in one place for a while and hunt there, and then they'll go to another place and hunt there, and then go to another place and hunt.
No, I don't think we have those ones. Yeah, I don't think we have. Yeah.
It's too bad. That seems like a nice way to live. Just always moving.
Yeah. Yeah. I think also there are those tribes, those who were never discovered. They still live in those like traditional ways that they used to do. They don't wear clothes. I think there is such a place.
In South Africa?
No, not in South Africa. I think
Yeah.
Amazon. Yeah. Yeah.
I think like Papua New Guinea. There's other places, the little islands out by Australia. I think there's a lot of people living like that still.
Yeah. 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 And then,
Yep. Dying out though, for sure. That's too bad. Christian missionaries like to map language and map who speaks what language, and all these other little islands and so forth that are speckled out all throughout the world, and they map thousands of languages, and sometimes they'll map not only the language but how many people speak them. Yeah. And there's languages that they've found that only one person speaks. It's like, that's it. You're the last one. It's like, if you think about this, like you know, how many thousands of years had that tribe or whatever been around in Papua New Guinea or whatever, and handed down the language until just eventually there's just one person left and they have nobody to talk to. I speak a lot, you know, I mean, I'm sure they speak more than one language, obviously, because people have come and talked to them, but they'll speak that would be pretty strange, I think.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of communication breakdown there, because if you are the only one who speak your own language, then that's who you're gonna talk to, really. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Yeah, but my dad used to. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this expresses in different ways. You know, it is no limitation at all. There are no limitations.
My dad used to always say that history is not romantic or just. You know, you just think about all these cultures dying out, you know, ways of life being abandoned, you know, tribes in Africa being urbanized or whatever. It's not romantic and it's not just.
Yeah.
But
There's I once saw a video on the internet where there's another guy in South Africa, used to be called Credo Mutswa. I think he recently passed on. He talked about that back in the days in Africa, there were scientists, black scientists, who used to make things levitate. You know, we're able to make telescopes. You know, like using building mental, and put some crystals in it, and I don't know how it was done. But he used to say that there were lots of like very intelligent people, because they used to communicate with those from the stars, people from the stars. So they gave them those technologies to build ion, make telescope, make some amazing devices, you know, beautiful devices to levitate stuff. You know. But all those technologies were taken away. They were taken away.
well, how the hell did they build those pyramids? That's what I want to know. That's the other side of Africa, but still.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever they knew is lost. They have no way of figuring it out.
Exactly.
Couldn't do it now.
Yeah.
Had to be some sort of levitation, you know, the big stones, you know, some way to, yeah.
To levitate them. Yeah. They are very huge stones, indeed. Very huge.
Yeah, it's all inspiring, you know, that there's so much left from that culture that's been forgotten, that's obviously just so incredibly sophisticated on every level, you know, scientific, spiritually, politically, economically.
Yeah. I think that the most advanced technology is the one of consciousness.
Huh?
I think that the most advanced technology is the one that uses consciousness.
Consciousness. Yeah.
Yeah. No, there are just no cables, no nuts and bolts. Yeah. Just use your mind to move things. But to get to that, you need to do there are some practices, some ways to do it, to get some practices and be able to reach that state of being able to do that.
Something really broke down when we started to really focus on the material and the physical, I mean, even with medicine and the body, and people think about the body as like it's a big machine, right?
Yeah.
It's obviously not a big machine. They analyze the body big and small, and it's machine. Well, it's missing this element. Let's put more of this element in here. It'll just all be fixed. But healing and love and consciousness and outlook obviously have way more influence over how the body functions than
Yeah, the body is energy, so everything is energy as well. So to fix the body, you have to be able to do energy work, to be able to work with energy. So you can just fix the body without even touching it. Just work around the energy around it, because when that energy around the body is distorted, then that is when the body seems to have pain. But when you work around that energy in that area, the pain seems to go away because that distortion gets removed. It's removed. So it's all about working around the body to fix the energy, to clean that energy around the body.
Yeah. Okay, Nkosi, I'm gonna let you go to walk your auntie to the bus stop.
Yeah, she's ready.
She's ready. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go then. Say hi to her.
Okay. How are you? Yeah.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay. Okay, bye.